Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians Cast, episode 576. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Connor Farley. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
All right, bro. So, you have some news for us.
Yes. About a month ago, we made a very good rant video about Mr. Moffat, who said that he was going to make the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, lighter. We thought he meant funnier, and he did, but a report came out today with a few quotes from Mr. Moffat himself, and it's good news for people who were fans of Series 8,
right?
Because the tone of Series 9 is going to be exactly the same. It's going to be dark, dark, dark.
Nice.
But the Doctor is going to be slightly different because he's not going to be as rude anymore.
Okay, that's another plus that I wanted. So, could it possibly be that Moffat listens to the fans every now and then? Because you look at the Sherlock Doctor Who thing, is it possible that he watches all these podcasts, which we know he did at the award show that's on, where he said he does? Is it possible that he just listens sometimes and says, hey, we're still writing some of the scripts, so okay, let me change it again?
Maybe. Which is good, because we have a lot to say, and what we say is valid. It's our opinion. It could help the show. If he listens to us, he could go far. Because Moffat can't do it on his own without the fans.
I want to see the Beast. I want to see the Doctor that, excuse my language, scares the living shit out of the Daleks and the villains, and they're like running. I want to literally see that, where you see the TARS flying around and they are off. Hell with this guy. This guy's nuts. He's pissed, not dealing with this. I want to see I want to see the fear that the Dalek had for River Song in that episode, The Big Bang.
Yeah.
Like, where they actually not supposed to have emotions, but they actually were so scared that they did. Okay? I want to see that. That's what I want to see. In fact, I believe that Capaldi should have many things with River, and she becomes like that because of his Doctor.
Yeah, well, Capaldi, more so than Smith and Tennant, is kind of the perfect person for that, because he's older, he's a lot more, he's kind of more aggressive, I'd say. He's more rude, he's more straightforward, he's more straight to the point, he's blunt, he's got a bit of arrogance, which can go a long way with aliens that are trying to invade a fucking planet.
And I could see him changing the settings on the sonic screwdriver to make it stronger.
He could do, yeah.
The red settings.
Yeah. He's a very powerful kind of figure, more so than I said Matt was. You know, I'm not going to bash that, but, you know, I'm just saying that.
Didn't Matt Smith have red settings as of Cold War or no?
I thought it was only Tennant. Or at least River suggested that the 10th Doctor should use it in, was it Forest of the Dead? It was the...
Yeah, but at some point in time, he does have red settings on the sonic screwdriver.
Yeah, well...
And I wasn't sure if in Cold War he did, because in Cold War, it wasn't blue or green, it was red, right? Like something he did with the sonic screwdriver. I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember Cold War that well. I think so, yeah.
All right, so maybe that could have been the pre-start. But, yeah, we need that type of Doctor, that he's tired of being manipulated by Missy with the coordinates for Gallifrey. He's tired of, like, people dying and his friends and companions becoming Cybermen and, like, whatever. I mean, who knows, like, the whole thing about if Amy and Rory became Cybermen. But, like, let's just get that type of Doctor that's just tough.
Yeah.
People like, oh, man. You know, like, that's what we want.
Yeah, and we saw glimpses of that in Series 8, you know, so just make him better. Just don't make him like a lovable character. The quality about Capaldi is that people are so, like, not used to him still. People can't get their heads around him. because he's so like mysterious. He's so on edge all the time. He's nothing like Tennant and Smith,
Right.
and that's what makes him good because he's like that. He's a mysterious older kind of, and he. The thing is that what I've kind of noticed is that most of the Whovians are not big fans of 12 over 10 and 11,
Right.
but I think that's what makes him so good because he's like, because he doesn't have many fans because he's so out there. He's such a strong character.
Right. Well, I think he will, though. I think it will grow.
Yeah. Well,
Like, of course, when Tom Baker first started, I mean, it wasn't instant that everybody loved Tom Baker, I'm sure.
yeah.
And after a while, it's like you had to love him. He was in there for like 9 years. Not that you had to love him, but he was so good.
Yeah.
That he won your heart after a while, So it's like, you're just like, wow, how amazing is he, So
Well,
I think,
yeah, I do hope that the fan base begins to kind of like Capaldi, but if they start to like him too much and he starts to become lovable, that's when he should just leave because I don't think he can get into that sort of territory because he's not that kind of person.
I'm one that I believe with all this misdirection that Moffat does lately about the Doctor becoming a woman, I feel that when Peter Capaldi does regenerate, he's going to be like 20-something-year-old person, a kid. Not a kid. I mean, a 20-something-year-old man. I think they're not even going to do the woman thing. I think it's just a deflection, and it's going to really go younger, I think. But
well, if this is his last series, Moffat's, and he doesn't even need to worry about the regeneration.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So what other news besides the fact that it's going to be a dark Series 9?
Well, the speculation, particularly from Radio Times the other day, that the series itself is actually going to be all two-parters, because the BBC did actually confirm to Radio Times that the girl who died and the woman who lived is actually a two-parter.
Okay, so when I made that assumption that it was a two-parter, I was correct, right?
Yeah.
Which I thought it was because the titles are so damn similar. I mean, how do you not be connected?
Yeah.
All right.
So
now we still don't know crap about that episode.
And no, apart from the fact that Maisie Williams is in it, and it's a possible Victorian historical two-parter kind of thing. So,
and we don't know who she plays.
We don't know who she plays, but there was speculation that I can't remember her name. There was a historical figure. She was a highway woman, a bit like Dick Turpin, where she went around robbing people, and she terrorized a whole town. Oh, I forgot her name. I think her name was Catherine Ferrez. Yeah.
And she was a bad person?
Yeah. I'll read who she is. Lady Catherine Ferrez. She was born in 1634 and died in 1660. So it wouldn't actually be Victorian. It would be
no.
I think it would be Edwardian times.
Well, Snowmen ended, the year was 1890. What was the year? Oh, 1863, right?
That was Victorian. That was definitely Victorian.
Yeah.
But this is a 1600, so I think it's Edwardian times. Yeah, because the king at the time was Edward.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was an English aristocrat, and she was called the Wicked Lady because she was a female highwayman who terrorized the English county of Hertfordshire before dying from gunshot wounds sustained during a robbery.
I see.
So basically, she terrorized the whole of Hertfordshire by robbing from people.
Wow.
Maybe even the poor. So,
wow.
And she was actually 16 when she was robbing, and she died when she was 26. So it's kind of Maisie Williams' age, and she actually looks a bit like her. I'll just share a picture. Actually, you'll see the similarities in the two people. Can you see my screen?
No. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
no. Okay. I see.
So yeah, she kind of does look a bit like Maisie Williams
There you
in a
go.
way. So
All right.
possible that would be a good thing, because it's kind of like we haven't explored that kind of era much in Doctor Who,
Right.
and I've never heard of her, of Catherine Ferrars. So it would be good to kind of learn something new.
Right. Okay. Do we have any other news?
No,
All
none.
right.
No.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
we're
have a filming break though, because it's Easter. So
right. Yeah. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy
yeah.
Passover.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go now. Everybody, enjoy your day. We will possibly be back later with 2 casts. I'm hoping. So other than that, happy holidays, happy Easter, happy Passover. Take care. Bye for now.